Okay, so last ramble, I was talking about the 1+26 method, and I showed Lake doing it. Basically, it's a way to boost usually an Iron Man or a hardcore Iron Man boost items at Chambers for a hefty fee. Now, I didn't really clarify exactly what that method entails. It is very, very challenging and difficult to do. And if you want somebody else to do it for you, it costs a hefty sum. And people were telling me it's like 750 mil a raid or some ungodly amount, which is absolutely fucked. And I also don't think I really stated how long this has actually been going on. It has been available, according to people that I've seen in the comments and other things, that this has been able to be done since the inception of Chambers, which I did hint at. I wasn't totally sure. And a lot of players, including content creators, have used this method. Some content creators do it themselves on their main account because they're good enough, like Lake's doing it on his own main, doing the actual Ulm fight itself. But you still need to pay a dude, in the hundreds of mils, basically, just to get the 25 other accounts that are sitting in the raid doing things. So there is a ton that's going on with it. Now, I just want to share some follow-up thoughts based on the comments that I got in the Ramble before. This is a crazy method. Like, you can't just go and do this and just abuse it. Like, there's so much more going on, so much cooperation, so much coordination, so much is going on. So this is really not that big of a deal. I just figured I would bring it up. There's clearly so many more things in the game that would need to be addressed first before this, obviously. I just felt the need to bring it up because it still is, in my personal opinion, it still is broken and I believe needs to be patched. Even though it takes so much effort, it's not even funny. And so, just so much money or effort, So I just wanted to kind of just follow up and say, it's really not that big of a deal. And I hope people are not I don't know, I could see both sides of the argument. It's who really cares? And again, that argument is a separate video I could make about, where does integrity in this game even matter in the first place? Some people don't even think it does. Some people very much do think it does. So many others do think it matters. So maybe I can make it just a ramble on integrity itself. But yeah, it just doesn't seem like this is that big of a deal. And to be quite honest, it is very fun to watch. I've really been... Everybody loves to watch a 1+26. Of course they do. There's just a huge purple chance. It's fun. But again, anyway, so I just wanted to kind of bring that up. There's a few other things I want to talk about today in today's ramble. So one is something I forgot to mention in the ramble 2 rambles ago, which was talking about Mutz's Grandmaster achievement. First of all, I've already talked about it, but I just need to reiterate how crazy of an accomplishment that is. That's just insane. So I did forget in that ramble to mention what I really want to see. Now, I don't think this is ever going to actually happen, but man, this would be literally top tier content. You guys can argue down in the comments if you don't think it is, but I think this would actually be top tier content. Imagine a group hardcore Iron Man team consisting of Lake, Mutz, Praisefoot, Exact, and a cold one. Now, I think Exact doesn't really play much anymore, but I chose, obviously, Mutz and Praisefoot because they've already achieved Grandmaster on their hardcore Iron Man. But Lake has so much practice with hardcore Iron Man, and a cold one, obviously, a solo Tob on a hardcore Iron Man. And I'm throwing Exact in there because obviously you can't exclude him. But can you just imagine a team of 5 or something that are going for Grandmaster on a hardcore Iron Man team? Now, I still think it's absolutely impossible, but can you imagine the content? And then get fucking Hootie Tootie or something to edit it. Some crazy ass editing every episode. And it's just 5 absolute goats going for GM on a fucking hardcore group. I don't know. I just think that'd be insane. I don't even know if, again, this is me just pushing it. Obviously, they would have to decide if they want to do it. I don't even know if Praisefoot he's not a content creator, so I don't even know if he'd be willing to. Again, this is just an idea, but can you imagine the absolute Oh, the hype of that would be fun. That would be farmers on steroids, in my opinion. That would be like, they should call them, what would they call themselves? Let me know down in the comments. Not farmers, but something else, Anyway, I just figured I'd bring that up because just imagine how crazy that would be, like actually going for Grandmaster. You got to keep in mind, though, it's not just hardcore. It's literally everything is an unsafe death. Every single thing. Fire cape, 6 Jads, chambers, just everything is. It's crazy. So that would be, quite interesting. I would love to see that. Let me know if you guys would like to see that or not. Okay, the other thing I wanted to say was I was browsing Reddit this morning, and of course I've seen all the videos, Torvesta, C Engineer, Odablock, just all these content creators that are just like, okay, where do I start? It feels as though PKers are always butthurt and always complaining that there's not PvP content. And then literally the day of, I'm saying like the fucking day of release of a brand new hype piece of content, Bounty Hunter, the return of Bounty Hunter, every content creator is literally just abusing mechanics and like not actually doing what is imagined. Like, you're supposed to be doing Bounty Hunter, but everyone's just getting around little abusive mechanics or just straight up rule breaking and just boosting. Like, I think boosting's rule breaking, but who knows? Maybe I could be wrong. I mean, it sounds like it is rule breaking now because Jagex actually made a statement on it, but I feel like boosting has always been. Anyway, it's just like really sad to see that. Like, come on, guys, set a good example because it's not just they're doing it, but they're making content out of it. So they're literally just showing like, hey, we don't give a fuck about this mini game. Let's just abuse random mechanics and rule break just for views, more views. It's just really embarrassing, honestly. I had to share that. Now, it's not every content creator, obviously, and most probably don't even see it as that bad of a thing. In fact, I can even see an argument being made that they're making that content just to show like, hey, this is broken and I'm just going to milk it for views and have a good time. But like showing Jagex, hey, maybe fix this. But yeah, it's just kind of embarrassing. And I think if PvP really wants to have a good chance of surviving in the next few years, like just not like it'll die in the next few years, but just grow, have PvP actually grow. Maybe the content creator should set a better example. Just saying. Anyway, that's a few of my thoughts on that. The 9 Rain cast is not, I'm just moving on because I just wrote down some notes just so I can make a little ramble talking about some of my thoughts today. I hope you guys don't mind. 9 Rain cast, I was feeling a little bit sick yesterday. I threw up in the morning. I don't know why. I just felt nasty. I think because my sleep schedule got a little bit fucked and then I just had a really groggy morning. It was horrible. So 9 Rain cast is delayed and we won't actually be recording that until Monday, unfortunately. So I apologize, guys. That will be coming out probably Tuesday morning, which is actually my birthday. And I will probably be doing a birthday stream on Tuesday. So if you guys want to follow me on Twitch, down in the description, you can go click that link and send a follow. I think it'll be Tuesday, the day I actually stream that. But that'll be fun. I'll probably be opening some caskets. In fact, let me just pull this up real quick. Can I show? Oh, my face cam's on here. But I'm going to be opening, I think it'll be Tuesday. If not, maybe Wednesday. But I'll be opening these caskets. Now, of course, these caskets, you'll get masters from it, and then we're going to open a bunch of masters. So it's not a ton, but, it's a healthy amount. I'll probably be doing these totems as well and sending these eggs just for funsies because why not celebrate a little bit. So if you guys want to come hang out, probably be Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. So, again, just drop a little follow down on the Twitch thing. Now, I'm going to make another probably dedicated ramble on the Gnome Cube. Gnome Cube. Can you imagine making a ramble exclusively on a Gnome Cube? So, for those that don't remember what a Gnome Cube is, that was the reward that was proposed from the skill proposal Mastery. Now, I made a ramble on Mastery like months ago. It was some people on Reddit that it was just saying like what skill idea they would like to see. And down in it, there was a gnome cube that looks like a little Rubik's Cube. And basically what it is an item that you click once and it starts a 3-tick action. So it's literally the equivalent of clicking like an urban tar or a knife and log, but it's just one click and it's impossible to mess up. You know how you can click an herb and tar and it can make the tar, or a knife and log, and if you don't click quick enough, it'll literally make the crossbow shaft. Yeah, this wouldn't have any of that bullshit. So it's literally just an item. I don't know where it would come from, but I would love to see it come from like a skilling thing. And it could just work as a 3-tick starting action anywhere. I think that would be amazing for tick manipulation methods just across the board, like throughout the entire game, because I don't know, I feel like I'm going to get on this like Sebe agenda arc and start really pushing for this, because I think that could be a real good thing for the game just in general, because it helps incentivize like more, I don't know, in my opinion, obviously it's subjective, more enjoyable methods. Tick manipulation is enjoyable to the extent that it's not risk-breaking, but most methods are pretty risk-breaking. And Gnome Cube would not completely solve the risk-breaking issues. I actually do think that there could be some new skilling methods just in general that come out that are rhythm-based, but not tick manipulation at all. Like they don't require you to like click an item in your inventory every fucking time, you know, or maybe click an item once and then you can get into a cycle, but as soon as you lose the cycle, then you have to click the item again, something like that. Anyway, so I just figured I'd bring that up. Just, it would be really cool to see a Gnome Cube Jagex. I don't know if Jagex even listens to these anymore, but yeah, you should talk amongst, I don't know if the community is even down for that. I think most people would love to see that. I think there are a few purists that wouldn't want to see that, just simply because, you know, devaluation of their own carpal tunnel. But anyway, okay, is there anything else that I wanted to kind of bring up? Probably not, but let me know down in the comments, guys, if you want to see me just make a ramble just on integrity and my thoughts overall across the board of Iron Man integrity in the current year, 2023, where I see the game going potentially. Just my thoughts. Again, these are not the community's thoughts. These are my thoughts on stuff. And then, of course, down in the comments, you guys can say whatever you guys feel. Now, also, there was somebody that commented that was a little bit butthurt that I haven't been really replying much to your guys' comments down there. Now, I read every single comment. I literally read every single one. I'll sit in my bed just for like an hour after waking up. I'll just go through all the comments and just read them. So I am reading everything, and some of the time I'll just talk about it with my stream. So we'll talk about things that I'll ramble on, and we'll talk about some of the comments that are brought up because they dwell in my head. You know, I'll think about like that was a good point, or that's a good point. But I end up not really replying as much, and I hope you guys don't take that like disrespectfully. I think somebody in the chat was a little bit butthurt about that, or just, I don't know, kind of taking offense to the idea that I haven't been engaging as much in the comments. So if you guys feel that way, let me know. Maybe I could engage just a bit more. I do engage where I feel like really compelled to, but yeah, maybe I should step that up. So let me know if it's just one person thinking that, or many of you and you just haven't voiced your opinions. But yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening to another ramble. Enjoy the rest of your day. Keep grinding, my friends, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.